Alessandra Giunta, you used to be a Swiss banker. Now you're an influencer. What are the things you don't particularly miss about your old day job?
Well, there are a lot of things I don't miss. I definitely don't miss the clear hours I have to work. So it's not a 9 or in Switzerland, the 8 to 5 job anymore. I don't miss that I work for someone else. So the whole effort I put in is for my own company. But there are also a few things I miss time by time.
Like what?
For example, that at the end of the month you get your salary. When you have free time, you have free time. If you have holiday, you are in holiday. And if you have your own business, it's always like one part of your brain is always working.
Do you work more hours?
I work more hours, but it definitely don't feel like work.
I understand what you mean.
So I mix this kind of free time with my work, and then I think it's okay to work way more than before.
That's a cool viewpoint. Now, you've worked for some pretty big corporate clients. You've worked on campaigns with Coca-Cola and M&M's, which are obviously huge, even worldwide brands. I wonder, you know, with your background in banking, would you ever work for a corporate client like, I don't know, BlackRock or UBS?
Well, I wouldn't say no, but for sure it is not that easy to bring a story behind that or to have a nice picture about that, because the world where I live, everything is in pictures. So you have the Instagram, Facebook, all those things, and it's really easy to put a product into a nice picture. It's different if you have finance product. What I think is that right now everything is changing into videos, and then I'm pretty sure you could do like a really cool story about finance product, or maybe to learn other people something about those products.
Now tell me a little bit more about that, because of course every day we rely on a lot of different influencers for what we eat, where we work out, where we go on vacation, what kind of hobbies that we have. How could we, or how can we do that for financial products?
I think you have to find a way to make it more interesting. Maybe also go away from this, how should I say, like it's always a little bit dry, you know?
So, static, dry.
Exactly, so make it like a little bit more sexy for social media. I think that's a way that you can put it more into it. What you also have to think is that people spend their free time on social media, so they're looking for things that they are interested in their free time. And it's, the thing is that people are not so interested in their free time about finance products or insurances. So that's why it's not that easy, but I'm pretty sure there is a way to reach to all those peoples. Because the good thing is it's not just a target group. It's not that, for example, like people are interested in fashion, people are interested in food. No one is maybe like, oh, I'm really interested in financing, but it's something that we need. So it's not something that you can say, I don't care about.
I understand. That's a very good point about making it sexy and sort of more something that you want to look at in your free time.
So you don't have a target group especially, but at the end, everyone needs those kind of products.
Of course. Now, speaking of target groups and needing those products, you yourself are kind of the perfect example of the type of client that a lot of, especially the banks here in Switzerland, are so eager to get to. You know, you're a millennial, you're a successful businesswoman, you have a background in finance, so you're quite finance savvy, and now you own your own business. In what way or what sort of messages would you respond to if you were looking at, finance products on, I don't know, Snapchat or Instagram or any other social media channel?
Well, the thing is, I never sell products that I have no experience in it. So, for example, if I have to do like, I don't know, like hypotheken? Mortgages. I don't have a house, I don't have a flat, so I wouldn't go for that. But I can imagine, for example, that I have to give information, or if I have to kind of sell a product, it would be everything that I need in my life. So the moment I start my own business, I realize, oh my God, there are a lot of things I need. Not just an account, all those insurances. What is when I'm retired? All those questions I had. there are things that I could also give out. And I received a lot of messages from people around. They're asking me, okay, how you did this? How you started? Okay, what do you do with your insurances and stuff? So there are a lot of questions out there.
So you're seeing demand. I mean, your clients typically would be personal training clients.
Totally.
Those sorts of people that are interested in improving their health. You're seeing a lot of demand actually from people who just want to know, how did you do this?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you would consider it, and it might be a good idea given your target audience that you have.
Totally. I mean, like, it starts from that people asking me, like, okay, who is doing the accountant for you? Right. So I said, like, okay, I have someone, I give you the contact. So there is a need, totally.
Okay. That's a really good point. So there is an unmet need there that nobody on the social media channel in terms of finance
it's like more like
is really satisfying. Okay.
Yeah.
Because banks love unmet needs and opportunities.
Totally.
But also, you know, banks and financial institutions tend to really cultivate that very sober, you know, culture. They're very numbers focused. They're very cerebral. You know, the metrics matter a lot. You know this so well from your own background. How do you think you could make that material kind of come alive or sing in a story? How do you make an office space come alive?
Well, I think if you don't have like the background that is super alive, you have to make the story more alive. So it's always about the story and not really what is or how it looks like. So, for example, if I have to think about how to make this more, I always say like kind of sexy, it's just if put a little bit energy in it, make it like less, how should I say, finance is always something that is away from the people. Yeah. Just bring it a little bit more closer and speak in the language that everyone can understand.
So very simple language, as you would do for a campaign for M&Ms.
Yes. I think it's the same thing with politics. So people are afraid because they don't really understand, and sometimes, for me, it feels like they even want to make it more complicated by using words that no one understands. Right. And it's the same in the finance. So find a way to talk to the people in an easier way. Maybe it doesn't sound that professional, but it makes it understandable for the people. And
that's how to meet that demand that clearly is there.
Yeah.
Alessandra, Giunta, thank you so much for
your
your
welcome.
views.
Thanks for having me.